So, I'm back at the farm. It's good to be back. I can speak conceptually about, you got to travel places, feel energies, integrate the way different people do different things, see how culture runs, feel the energies of the places, the people, see the insanities, the genius of idiocy, which we embody through being in relation to this creature called culture. And we can see how there are different cultures, and we're all creatures of different cultures coming together in this big thing. I come back to this farm, I feel much older. And it's not like a negative. My spirit settles. I drop into this place. It's easy to feel old here. The energy slows, it gets stuck to be digested, processed, crushed through, diluted, and returned to the soil of a self. And when you are ready for that to happen, it happens. And when you are not, you churn and you become it. And a culture arises. The spirit of the lands is in the people. The natives of these lands, the Americas, who were succeeding previous race of beings, people. I mean, who the fuck knows if the chicken or the egg came first? We're arguing about skin tones and genetics and markers of measurement which we have deified through iconic projection as filler for some other bullshit that we cannot face because we can't get to the feeling of our truth. And then cultures rise and it grinds through us, using that untapped energy to bloom in new ways. So I feel settled in this place. I see the coursework, the Saturnian casting in that process. I see now that I've been other places, It's not just my own unique individual experience at whatever age I was, whenever I experienced whatever. It's our entrancement, our digestion, our sleep in the waking dream of whatever we're in relation with. Casting projection, creating the delay between the mind and the heart. And in that void, all things become created or replicated to perfection. We become like a hive in that little space. Perfecting the forms of the Saturnian grind to refine. So the world does this, it holds us, then it shakes us up. There are cataclysm cycles happening, always in different areas of existence within yourself. Sometimes they all sync up and we see a big thing in this world. When you first come to realization of that, it is hard. It puts you in fight and flight. It puts you in the base sacral, trying to ground into reality to save something, mostly your life. Whatever projected resonance you put that beautiful energy into becomes alive and of value to you. If you stare, it stares back. So now I go to these places, I feel these things, I learn what I like, what I don't like, I see what it is within me, I realize it, and I move on. What am I doing here? Where am I going? What am I bringing with me? What am I leaving? What's the point of settling on one thing? We want to create, cast, and deform expectation of yesterday's experience. And so it's hard to understand the value of gnosis, of real living knowledge, because what can you do with it? If you don't know what you can do with it, that's a good sign, because it means it's not the replicated remnants of the past. In the past, the ghost of the past is embodied into not just a curse but a gift, and then you start to build, bloom new from the old, and that's how cultures grow. And they grow through us. And individuals are united in that. And we lose a sense of self when we think we're something else, and we project that, and then we become collective. And we fall into the feudalism of spirit through these elements of psyche, which have melodies playing through them, resonance we're tuning into, we don't know. So you just figure you can't know it all, so you just got to figure out, how do you live it best? How do you become more conscious? It's the only game. The only truth, which is a conception that gives meaning. You don't want to settle on statics. I mean, you do, and when you do, that's for a time. And if you are ready to break the cast, get out of the hierarchical models of metrics of value, because you can't hold it within, so you got to put it out there, then you're going to learn. And this world will teach you, places will teach you. So while that's happening, the world's worlding, and if you want to be a world, you got to do that, and that helps this world, this reality grow. If Gaia is a sentient being, which I believe so, and to me, believe, the words don't fucking matter, they're all symbols. If you hold the meaning of truth so tightly you can't grow, then what good are you? You're just holding edifice for the past. Your structure, I mean, you're holding the soil so other things, other people can bloom and grow. But there'll be a time when you need to. And these are the waters of Aquarius now. Who brings their elements to the surface of the soil gets the fluid, gets a chance to be carried into the river of existence, into life, into the creative Wu Wei. So think of soil. There's all sorts of shit going on in there. It's like composting itself. It's devouring itself. It's growing. It's dying, releasing, renewing. It's collecting like elements. They grow together, they get bigger. That's you, that's your awareness, your consciousness. You start to rise up into the upper layers, and when it rains, you feel it and it grows. And the waters of Aquarius are this. New spirit rising into the flow of existence, and the heavier elements will settle on the undertows. And that's okay, that's what we do. But if you're growing on your own cultivation, then you will rise into the higher flows. And whatever that metric means to you is your limit. For me, it just means a different, more Aquarian, wider scopes of consciousness at the higher currents, because it's reflecting the light of the stars. It's the place between conception and the ineffable. So you can become that in these times. I've been busy living. I come back, I find this place. The power is evident. These lands are very powerful. This planet is just wherever you are is sacred. Whatever your blood is sacred. Don't let the programming of these days diminish that with facts and figures, borders, so you can control the flow of the colors that we paint. Bring your colors off the palette. Find something big enough that can expand your consciousness so you can begin to use a creative flow in a way that you learn through. And you can make that your life. And if you have the language, figure out how to lose it and get into the unknown of what it could be. All right, thanks for watching, listening, and being.